Now the next step is to take this Dennis Rodman resource and get rid of the background. So first I have this layer, which is a smart object. I'm going to go to layer on the top menu and go to rasterize and rasterize layer. That way I can manipulate this layer right here. And just like last assignment, we're going to use the object selection tool, this guy, and I'm just going to click on Dennis, and before I delete the background, I'm just going to check really quick around and see if there are big chunks missing. So just make sure that you guys do this, because from last assignment, there was a few of you that submitted your work, but it looks like some of the chunks were missing. So it looked like this. So here's the lasso tool. And then some of the examples or some of the submissions from last assignment, some of you guys had images where chunks of them were missing. So be mindful with that. So as you're going around with your selection, you want to include, like there's parts of his shoulder that I want to include. So I'm going to use my lasso tool and hold shift, and I'm going to, as much as I can, as controlled as I can, use this to include the rest of his shoulders that are missing. There you go. And what else here? So let's say I see a few spots right there on his ear, his hair that I could do better. On this side of the ear that I could clean up. But for the sake of the example, I'm just going to move on and pretend I clean all this up. So now let's get rid of that background by pressing delete. But if you delete the wrong selection, then it's going to do that. So we're going to inverse this. So if you did the same thing, just hit Command Z. Then to inverse a selection, because we want to delete the background instead of Dennis, we're going to press Command Shift I. And then if you notice, you'll see the selection change. And now you can press delete. And deselect is Command D. And then there it is.